Hey guys, Doom here,
And Drake Razorfang.
and welcome to the Trial 3. Oh boy.
Oh boy, indeed.
2 people are dead.
Now
Who
then,
did it?
Let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial. During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it. If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island. Oh well, who cares about this boring explanation? Let's get on with it already!
I don't mind starting the trial, but I don't really have a grasp of how the case played out. You know, because I was asleep the whole time.
Even if you do grasp it, you're just gonna confuse the heck out of us, aren't you?
But Nagito's not alone. I don't really get it either.
Fair point.
You're fine. Your head's empty anyway.
Hey.
Ouch.
Empty head? Huh. What's wrong with that? Listen up. The emptier your head, the more dreams you can stuff inside it, you know?
I have
Hello.
no response.
Anyway, we shouldn't proceed with the trial if those two can't participate in the arguments. Since he's the first witness, why don't we ask Hajime to
Yeah, when
explain
we're
the
actually the ones
sequence
explaining this
of
shit.
events?
Mm-hmm.
Then, let's start with when we split into the hospital team and motel team because of the despair disease. The hospital team consisted of Nagito, Ibuki, and Akane, who were infected, and Mikan, Fuyuhiko, and me.
The other 5 on the motel team were myself, Gundam, Kazuichi, Chiaki, and Hyoko.
Spending the night at the hospital was prohibited, so Hajime and I had to sleep at our cottages.
I woke up at my cottage on the day the incident happened. Mikan came by to wake me up and told me that Nagito had recovered from his symptoms.
You know, can we leave out that detail?
Mm-hmm.
Because that
I
would be awkward.
immediately headed over to the hospital, and after we confirmed his recovery, I made Mikan rest in the on-call room, since she hadn't slept all night, while I waited in the hospital lobby. And then, I saw the incoming signal light on the surveillance camera blinking before our scheduled time. When I pressed the button to turn on the monitor, what appeared on screen was a video of someone wearing a hospital gown and a hemp bag on their head, climbing a stepladder. Amazing! That's such a heart-pounding story! And then what did you do, Hajime?
Don't get so excited.
I tried
Don't
to stop
interrupt.
him, of course. I rushed out of the hospital and ran to where the video was being recorded, the music venue. But it was too late. By the time I arrived, the person wearing the hemp bag on their head was already hanging from the ceiling. I thought I should tell the others right away, so I headed to the motel.
Why the motel?
Because it was close to the music venue, and unlike the hospital, there were more able-bodied people there.
Yep.
At least, that's what I thought. But the only person who came with me was Chiaki.
But I remember feeling a little relieved because not long after, we met up with Mikan and Fuyuhiko.
We were also looking for Ibuki since she disappeared from our sight.
After I rested for a bit, I started counting everyone at the hospital. And then I noticed Ibuki was gone. So I sprinted out of the hospital.
What?
I just realized that her voice actress is probably the same one who voices Fluttershy.
Coincidentally,
Maybe? Let me check that.
so I bled with him in
It does sound like her, but
various
let me check real quick. Hold on.
Various ways?
Soda, please.
Don't say it like that and confuse people.
That's right.
After I heard from those two that Ibuki disappeared, I had a feeling she was the person wearing the hemp bag. So I immediately led them to the music venue.
But the door wouldn't open. Since we had no other option, the 4 of us broke down the door. And when that happened, we didn't just find Ibuki's body. We also found Hyoko's. And not just that.
Stephanie
Her
Shep.
body was taped to a pillar.
That's when we heard
she's
the
Sailor
body
Moon.
discovery announcement.
Mm.
Not
And
once,
he not
but
tap.
twice in a row.
Mm.
So So yeah, Hinata would be where she sounds familiar for me there.
Hanged body, didn't we?
When we removed the hemp bag, just as we feared, it was Ibuki.
So that's how the case played out. Thank you. I understood it very easily.
Well, it's clear what the problem with this case is. When Hajime left the music venue, who...
Wait, how do I know anything Hajime just said is true?
God damn it, Nagito.
I mean, it's a fair doubt.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I'm only being impartial right now. And the story I just heard is clearly suspicious. Hajime, if you're the only one who saw the hanging video, and the first one to discover Ibuki's
Oh my god,
body,
Mikan's also Medicine Persona 3.
then you could be lying as much as you want right now, right?
Lie? Why would I lie?
Obviously. So you could make us ignore what might be an inconvenient truth for you.
And what would that be?
Do you doubt me?
If you're not lying, I would like you to prove it.
Okay.
Come on, try to prove it to me. Prove you're not the killer.
I mean, honestly, fair argument, just because they're the protagonists, they don't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Hajime's
Start with the
testimony is
paper,
clearly
what?
suspicious.
If Hajime's testimony is a lie, then the fact that Ibuki hung herself...
That would also be a lie.
I don't think I can deny
Now,
that
what's the
possibility.
thick paper one again? Oh, okay. When did we get that?
I guess when we, investigated the rope, maybe?
I don't know.
After all, Hajime's the only witness.
Why would
Oh,
Hajime
wait.
lie?
What?
Well, obviously, because he's the killer.
Did Hajime kill both
I
of
think
them?
we need to use this on Hajime's the
fact
only
that
one,
the
the
bodies
only
were
witness.
imitating the movie means it probably is Hajime's fault.
Well, we can't disprove that because that's not yellow. And we know because, the
Hajime's
video
testimony is
cut out
clearly
because
suspicious.
the candle got blown out.
If Hajime's
At least that's my current
testimony is a lie,
theory.
But we're the only ones who saw the video, that's the problem.
herself,
That would also be a lie.
That's my current theory, anyway.
I don't think I can deny that possibility. After all, Hajime's the only witness.
Nope, never mind. Crap.
Yeah, see?
Alright.
Hajime's testimony is clearly suspicious.
if Hajime's testimony is a lie, then the fact that Ibuki hung herself...
That would also be a lie.
This is unhelpful. There's...
The unit itself... Oh, which is smashed to pieces. Maybe that?
Maybe.
Yeah, that like, the video that itself is what we're trying to prove actually happened.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd say the actual camera itself.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I can deny that possibility. After all, Hajime's the only witness.
No, apparently not.
Huh.
Damn it! Hajime's testimony is
I'm
clearly
legit
suspicious.
trying to think here.
If Hajime's
It's like-
testimony is a lie, then the fact that Ibuki hung herself...
That would also be a lie.
Because blue is...
Blues
I can
agrees.
deny that possibility. After all, Hajime's the only witness.
Why would Hajime lie?
Well, obviously, because he's the killer.
Did Hajime kill both of them?
The fact that the bodies were imitating them.
Oh, we need to use the ticket. 'cause
There
we
it
haven't
is.
seen it. Okay. That makes... Okay.
Means it probably is Hajime's
Yeah,
fault.
it was just we had to get further in. Hi. Hi, Fluff Butt.
Hajime's testing.
Okay, well, at least we figured it out. We just had to go a little further in the dialogue.
Yeah.
After all, Hajime...
That's it. That was an ups on our end.
Well, obviously, because he's the killer.
Did Hajime kill both of them?
The fact that the bodies were
That's square, not
imitating
triangle.
the movie.
There we go.
No, that's wrong.
I don't know if the controls there.
A little bit.
I'm not the killer. I mean, there's no way I'd be able to imitate that movie.
Of course you're not. I already knew that.
Huh?
Before the incident, Hajime had never watched that movie. His invitation ticket is proof of that. Each person only received one ticket, and they're marked with a stamp that shows the date and time. Isn't that right, Monokuma?
Yes, no mistakes there.
Which means there's no way Hajime, who never saw the movie, could commit murders that imitated it. Or did anyone tell him what happens in the movie? Of course no one did, right?
Hold on a sec. You're the one who brought this up in the first place.
Nagito, what are you doing?
Well, since we're opening with your witness testimony, I thought we should solidify the foundation. It also provides a good warm-up.
Apparently.
What warm-up? This isn't a game, you know.
About that.
Don't get mad. I just think warming up is really important. Especially since this isn't a game.
What a waste of time. Well, I knew it would turn out like this anyway.
Now then, since we know Hajime's testimony is reliable, let us move on to the arguments.
So this means Ibuki definitely climbed the stepladder all by herself, right?
Yeah, I'm positive.
Then that seals it. Ibuki committed suicide.
If Ibuki committed suicide, then who killed Hiyoko?
A murder coincidentally occurring in the same place as a suicide.
Hi.
Ain't possible, huh?
Yeah, those aren't your buds. Can I help you, Fluff Butt?
Like I said before, it's pretty clear what the problem with this case is. The killer murdered Hiyoko while Hajime was gone. So all we gotta do is establish who could have possibly done that.
Alright, work on the alibis more.
Then let's ask Hajime. How long would you say you were away from the music venue?
I couldn't have been gone for more than 10 minutes.
So they killed Hiyoko and taped her up within 10 minutes? There's no way that's possible.
That's why the killer stalled for time by making the music venue a closed room.
What do you mean, a closed room?
The killer blocked the venue door from the inside to try and keep us from entering right away.
However, that door is the only entrance to the music venue, right? If they blocked the door from the inside, the killer would not have been able to leave either.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Which means, when we broke down the venue door, the killer was still inside.
So what's your current thought process here?
I mean, current suspects are... Hello, Cat. Sonia, I guess? Although I'm not sure why.
If that's the case, the only suspicious people are those who don't have an alibi for that time. And that's you two, Sonia and Kazuichi.
Me too?
What the hell? Why's it gotta be us?
The others all have alibis. Chiaki, Mikan, Hajime, and I all broke down the venue door together. Gundam met up with Hajime at the motel right before that. And if Akane and Nagito were laid up in the hospital, the only person that leaves is one of you.
There's another person who doesn't have an alibi. You know, Nekomaru. Me too!
Hey, why are you talking like... Huh? You're kidding, right? You're not up to something weird, are you?
Please stop making bad jokes.
Anyway, if the killer was hiding inside the venue, we should obviously doubt the people who don't have alibis.
What a wicked way of backing us into a wall. Is this his professional skill?
Nah, it's just logic, honestly.
Yeah.
The killer was still inside the music venue. By locking the door from the inside, they tried to keep us from getting in.
It seems they were trying to stall for time.
How did they lock the door? That door should not have had a lock.
The lock was on the floor in front of the door.
Alright.
Are you talking about the broken drumstick?
You can use that as a bolt to lock the door. By doing that, the killer who was hiding inside waited till we gathered together and suddenly appeared.
So they look like they had
Right,
just
I
rushed
remember
over.
now.
I have seen this in serial crime dramas.
Contradicts. Okay, so we're not agreeing with...
The killer was still inside the music venue. By locking the door from the inside, they tried to keep us from getting in.
It seems they were trying to stall for time.
How did they lock the door?
What am I trying to
That door
disagree
should
with,
not have had a
though?
lock.
The lock was on the floor in front.
Are you talking about the broken drums?
You can use that as a... By doing that, the killer waited till we get... And suddenly...
So they look like they...
I have seen this in serial crime dramas.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. I remember where the electric's going now. I'm just trying to remember what the steps
By
are.
locking the door from
An
the
Ace Attorney
inside,
problem.
they
I
tried to
don't
keep us
think
from
I'm supposed
getting
to
in.
be contradicting him.
It seems they were trying to stall for time.
Damn it, that's square again. Fuck.
How did they
I
lock
missed.
the door?
Okay.
That door should not have...
The lock was on the floor.
Are you talking about the broken...
You can use that as a... By doing that, the killer waited till we get... And suddenly...
So they look like they...
I have seen this in serial crime dramas.
The killer
Try
was
it
still
again,
inside the
Gundam.
music. By locking the door, they tried to keep
What
us
was
from
that?
getting in.
Okay,
Seems
hold
they
on,
were
pause.
trying to stall.
Sorry about that, everyone. Mom decided to call me, so yeah, I had to deal with that.
Not him.
Damn it! The killer was still inside the music venue.
Okay, you, do you want hint?
Yes, please.
You are arguing against Fuyuhiko.
Okay.
By locking the door from the in...
Damn it. I keep wanting to present evidence with square for some reason.
No, that's
Despite how
not-
long we've been doing this for.
Hold on a sec. There's also a possibility that the door was locked from the outside.
From the outside? How?
There was a semi-transparent glob stuck to the venue door. Maybe that's what they used.
Semi-transparent glob. Like rubber, maybe?
That wasn't rubber at all, it was rubber. Oh, that's an option.
The semi-transparent glob must have been glue. Glue?
Yeah, I think so too. It had a firm, gel-like chewiness. And I could smell workshop chemicals the moment I put it in my mouth. Based on all that, I'm certain it was glue.
I didn't know glue was edible.
It's not.
It's not.
I believe it is not something one typically eats.
That glue was only applied to the areas where both doors touched. By pouring it in the gaps of the closed door, they must have sealed the venue door from the outside.
And thanks to that, a glob of glue was left where the door was stuck. Yep, it fits perfectly. But if you just stick them together with glue, you'd be able to break down the door easily, you know?
Hence why we had such an easy time.
That doesn't really matter. The killer only did that to make us think the door was locked from the inside.
What'd you say?
First of all, didn't that drumstick we found seem really obvious? Almost unnaturally so? It was so obvious that it makes more sense to think the killer placed it as a
It could have easily
diversion.
broken in half preemptively.
Are you saying the drumstick was a trap the killer set on purpose? Then I totally fell for that fucking trap. Apologize to Miss Sonia. And me. However, you're not allowed to slice open your stomach this time.
In a quarrel, both sides are to blame. That's why it's better to just have no sides at all.
What?
So, during the 10 minutes Hajime left the venue, the killer murdered Hiyoko and created a closed space?
And they also taped her up after killing her, right?
Yeah,
Even quick
that all
work has
seems...
limits.
Oh, what unimaginable speed for a slowpoke like me.
If they couldn't have done it while Hajime was away from the venue, they must have done it earlier than that.
But I went in and saw that.
Well...
I mean, if only we had a screen cap from that original.
But when Hajime got to the venue, only Ibuki's body was there, right?
And when you went back with everyone else, Hiyoko's body was there too, right? But it's possible that the body was just revealed at that time, when Hiyoko was actually killed earlier.
What's your thought right now?
That one, like wallpaper lining thing that we found in the storage closet. Maybe it was around the pillar.
Just revealed?
Of course, the body wasn't revealed on its own. The killer did that too. Here, I have proof.
Oh, well, there it is.
That scrap of paper. Is that what we found in the baton lighting at the music venue?
That's right, but just what is this scrap
I
anyway?
think they accidentally skipped over that event flag. I don't know. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
9.
Yeah. So I think we know what that word is.
Pretty sure. E.
E. E. E. E. Oh my god.
Money for a W, please?
We're here for that sweet, sweet W, damn it. Not like that. I don't think those E's and people collide, maybe, but I don't know. Oh my god.
Buddy, please.
Give us W's, not L's. No one wants L's.
Right over there.
Oh. Oh, now they're giving us all the W's. Found the A. Actually, I would have gone for the L because you kind of need those anyway.
True.
Where is another L? Uh-oh. Oh, that works out. Oh my god. So, I can say this having, you know, edited it at this point, obviously, and everything. Yeah, I titled Part 2 of Trial 1, This is Not Improved. Holy shit, there goes the A's.
Unfortunately.
Okay. Holy shit.
Okay, I have to get rid of that. Unfortunate.
We didn't need any more E's or A's anyway. There's the E. Give us another R.
Hell, out of here.
Oh my god, finally. Yeah. I will say, while Hangman Gambit does show back up in V3, it's actually improved.
Okay.
Scrap. Isn't it part of the wallpaper in the storage room? In the music venue storage room, there should have been black wallpaper that's the same color as that scrap. There was also a tear along the edge of the wallpaper, wasn't there? If so,
You're right. You overlaid the scrap that was caught on the lighting, the tear in the wallpaper. See? It fits perfectly.
I see. So the scrap that was caught on the baton lighting was originally part of the wallpaper.
And what's wrong with that? Does it have something to do with Hyoko's body disappearing?
A mere nobody like me isn't important enough to answer that. But if you guys were exceptional enough to identify that scrap of paper,
God.
you can figure this out easily.
You can just say the answers, you know.
Oh boy.
Time to surf. Oh, I think it's circle is jump. Nope. It's, hold on. Hit like start or square or whatever. Just to... Triangles jump. Okay. Checkpoint.
Ow.
Yeah, I gotta watch out for those pyramids.
So many pyramid schemes.
Alright.
Yeah. Just hit.
I do love the presentation of Logic Dive, it's really neat. Alright. Ooh. And there's 3 questions in this one, so gotta keep that in mind too. Alright. Here we go.
Physically use to hide her body. Ooh.
Yep, that's a good trick question one. Like, just in case, just to make sure you're paying attention. Imagine if there was a way to make your max speed high enough to where you could just jump that gap.
It's like, I know I'm wrong. Anyway. Yep.
Helps if you actually steer.
Helps if I pay attention. Yeah.
Yeah, these are just auto ramps. Alright.
Hide her body. They covered the pillar. It's my current guess.
You would be right. Goal! All of it red.
It's all coming together.
Hopefully you'll get the next few just right, so we just get a bunch of health
Hyoko's
back.
body was hidden before we found it.
But it would have taken quite a long time to tape up a hidden body.
No, the body was already taped up and the killer hid it, along with the pillar using the wallpaper.
What? They hid the pillar?
Yeah, by wrapping the wallpaper around the pillar, the killer was able to create a slightly larger pillar. So when I first discovered Ibuki's body, Hyoko's body was already there.
Yeah,
However,
note the
because it
width.
was concealed within a slightly larger pillar, I didn't realize that at the time.
Well, that's understandable. I mean, it makes sense that you'd notice Ibuki's body right away.
So they used the baton lighting on the ceiling to hang the wallpaper?
The baton lighting forms a perfect circle around the pillar. So using it to hang the wallpaper totally fits.
Then, the reason the wallpaper was covered in so many stickers is to make it look like that pillar.
That's how they hid Hyoko's body, and then peeled off the wallpaper as soon as I left the music video.
But the killer made a mistake. They accidentally ripped off a piece of the wallpaper. And because of that, a scrap was left.
Oh, but that's what Gundam was talking about with looking up. And somehow they just let us keep going while missing that event flag. What the fuck?
Killer must have been in a hurry. Their plan took too long. Hajime could have walked in on it.
But going to the trouble of hiding the body and the pillar is very bold and risky.
But the crime itself would be much easier to pull off since they don't have much to do while Hajime's gone. They just have to peel off that wallpaper and stash it in the storage room. It's not that big of a deal.
Then, when was Hiyoko actually killed?
Good point. And on that note, it's about time we shed some light on those imitation murders.
You mentioned imitation murder more than once. But what is that?
Are you kidding me? You haven't seen my masterpiece? The Wizard of Monami 2.5D?
Hey,
Inflections.
don't put my likeness in your movies without my permission.
You're pretty noisy for someone who eats mothballs.
I don't eat mothballs. I just enjoy looking at them.
Oh my god.
I
Moving on.
know. There are so many similarities. It must have been intentional.
Ibuki's death by hanging matches the Scarecrow's death from the movie. Not just that, but Hiyoko getting taped up after her death matches the lion's death.
It's as if both crimes were replicas of scenes from the movie, although the mutilated Tin Man was omitted.
But why did the killer go to all this trouble in the first place?
Based on what we know, the reason the killer chose these imitations isn't that difficult to figure out.
I mean, I only see one real answer here. Think about it. What was the order that this happened in the movie? And then what order did we perceive the deaths to happen IRL?
We perceived it to be Ibuki first, and
Then Hiyoko, yeah. So, which would be Scarecrow then Lion, which would be like in the movie. No!
Okay.
Crap!
I'm dumb.
I see!
It's like I was on that for so long. I'm like,
The reason the killer imitated two of the murders from the movie was so he'd mix up the killing order.
Then, Hiyoko was actually killed before Ibuki?
I mean, we figured that out a while ago. I'm just an idiot.
A valid
I mean,
line of
we figured it out. They
Yeah, it's valid. The condition of Ibuki's body suggests that as well.
If you're going to cry and beg like that, then I guess I'll hear about the condition of Ibuki's body.
I'm not even crying.
I'll let
Yeah.
you sob as much as you want later. Just hurry up and tell me before I change my mind.
Shaki is so done with this bullshit.
What a jerk!
Oh, I see. You want me to explain it to you, right? Because you don't understand what I'm
She is
saying,
not having his
right?
bullshit right now.
An even bigger jerk? Impossible!
Look, Ibuki died because she hanged herself, right? That means when she was still alive, her feet were touching the floor.
What's wrong with that?
But it seems Ibuki was still standing when Hiyoko was killed. That would mean Hiyoko was killed before Ibuki.
How right. Your words are so light as the silk's feather. Your opponent is out of your league. It is too absurd to try to perplex me so inadequately.
My guy.
Man, he's being annoying again.
First and foremost, you claim Ibuki's feet were touching the floor when Hiyoko was killed.
I mean, we know this answer.
How can a low-class creature with no psychic abilities like you know something like that?
We have eyes, Gundam.
Because she was doing something that's only possible if her feet were on the floor.
It seems you suffer from a pathetic delusion.
You're one to talk.
Oh, full-on debate, alright. Well, we know which evidence to use here. Oh, that's convenient.
When Hiyoko died, Ibuki's feet were on the floor.
That's...
I am telling you to present your evidence.
Give me a
Did you
space
see
to...
her walking?
If her feet were on the floor, was there any sign she stepped on something?
There we go.
Were there even any footprints at the crime scene?
Maybe her feet were on the floor. But she was like sitting or something. So instead, there'd be a mark on her ass.
Bruh!
Buddy.
Weak, I say! It doesn't even pierce my heart.
You can tell this is really starting to have fun with the white noise in this game.
When Hiyoko died, Ibuki's feet were on the floor.
I am telling you to present your evidence.
Did you see her walking?
If her feet were on the floor,
There we go.
was there any sign she stepped on something?
I agree with that.
Alright.
Just as Sonia said, Ibuki stepped on something. That something was blood. There were faint blood stains on the soles of her slippers.
That is not Ibuki's blood, right? She suffered no external injuries.
This made me still haven't hit the save point. Oh my god.
Then it's Hiyoko's blood.
Hyoko's only wound was a fatal slice on her neck. And she died almost instantly, right?
If Ibuki stepped on her blood,
It means Ibuki was still standing when Hiyoko was mortally wounded. Which means Ibuki was still alive at the exact moment Hiyoko was killed.
Don't underestimate the
Oh my god.
evil eye.
Oh my god, Gundam.
Is that it? A shepherd dressed in his Sunday's finest still reeks of lamb, Hajime Hinata.
Okay.
Full name in us, huh?
You have a rebuttal?
Does that mean you have a rebuttal? That's a good line.
My god, man.
But are you sure you're sure? If I show you how serious I am, this will
Oh, you're just like, I gotta write that down?
You're so frightened you can't even make a sound. It
Yeah,
seems
just
you've realized
the funnel.
Yeah.
status. However, the time for conviction starts now. You better entertain me to the fullest.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, that's a lot of choices. Alright, we'll just have to hear what he says here.
You're saying the blood on Ibuki's feet belonged to Hiyoko?
Oh, I think I know which evidence, actually.
Impossible.
Alright, keep slicing.
Try to remember the crime scene. There was no... You can't step on
Wait.
blood that was never there. Just about 1 minute. See a nice nightmare?
Yep. You don't even have to go push it through for an opening.
You're saying the blood on Ibuki's...
No, look, go through the list you have. Go through the list that you can use. And just look.
Yeah, I know, but it's gonna like continue playing, and I don't want to lose too much health while.
No, you can just, like...
Because I know I can do this, but
No.
Impossible.
Like, you...
Try to remember the crime scene. There was no blood on the floor.
wait, that's wrong button.
Allow me to cut through those words.
That's not it. The reason there was no blood on the floor is because the killer wiped it away afterward.
Don't say such foolish things. You don't have proof of that at all.
Yes, I do. You look closer. There's a streak on the floor where blood was wiped away.
Well, that's when you're to recap, that's all you're recording.
Hiyoko's body. They probably cleaned the blood at the same time, but
Alright.
Ibuki must have already stepped in it, and the killer probably didn't even realize it.
The reason they wiped off the blood on the floor was so we'd mix up the order of the murders, right? Even if they're able to hide Hiyoko's body, it'd be bad if her blood was
Oh,
left
hold
out
on,
in
I know
the-
a way to help me to get that noise. Give me a second. Just real quick. Because I know where that noise is coming from thinking about it. Hopefully the bathroom window isn't open.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, much better. Sorry about that, people. Kinda had to just quickly, mitigate the noise I was having from yard work. I realized I had a way to do it. Alright.
Plus, Ibuki's body was left out in the open, and it wasn't bleeding from any open wounds at all.
Yoko's body was probably wrapped in duct tape to stop her bleeding. Actually, the bleeding will stop once the heart stops beating. So I don't think they had to go that far.
Aside from Mikon, none of us were aware of that fact, so the killer probably did not know it either.
Makes sense.
Maybe the heater was running inside the music venue so it would screw with Mikon's autopsy?
Bingo.
That's right! I didn't know the time of death because of the heater!
The time of death wasn't mentioned in the Monokuma file just to keep concrete evidence from us.
Yep. Since we have all this evidence, there's no one else who wants to object,
I was gonna quickly
right?
turn this up so we can hear a little better.
Then it's decided.
Oh, that's better.
Yoko was killed before Ibuki.
It appears that it is wiser to retreat for now. Fine then. But regardless of good or evil, there's no deceit in upholding one's convictions.
Huh?
Can't you just shut up and back off?
Now then, let us resume our debate.
So that Gundam's deaths have been quelled.
Wait a sec. There's something I want to run by Monokuma first.
Oh boy.
Huh? Again? Didn't something like this happen last time, too?
Hey, if the victim actually committed suicide, what are we supposed to do?
Yeah, good to get that out of the way.
The same as always. You have to vote for who the killer is. Think about it. A suicide means you've killed the most important existence of all, yourself. Unfortunately, that means there's no Blacken to punish, but I guess in a pinch, I can always punish Monami.
Why me?
Nagito, what do you mean? If the victim actually committed suicide?
Well, I mean, I understand Hyoko's death, but I'm wondering if Ibuki was really murdered. For example, it's possible Ibuki killed Hyoko, and then committed suicide due to a guilty conscience, right?
That's totally impossible! Then she never would have killed her to begin with!
She was afflicted by the despair disease, remember? That means anything can happen.
But if Ibuki's the killer, she wouldn't have been able to falsify the sequence of the murders, right? After Hajime saw the hanged body, the sudden appearance of Hyoko's body soon after means
Yep.
the killer had to be alive at that time.
Then she was alive!
No.
Nagito, shut up.
When Hajime first discovered Ibuki, she was just pretending to be dead.
How?
Buddy.
If she waited until Hajime left, that's when she could have made her move and mess with the crime scene.
She hanged herself, remember? There's no fucking way she could have faked that.
And if she was going to fake her death, I think she wouldn't have chosen hanging. Her body would have been defenseless in that state. If anyone touched her, that alone would have ruined her plan.
Yeah, because you still feel the warmth and everything.
I see. So that means there's no doubt that someone killed those two. I'm glad. Now I'm free to search for the killer.
You have weird doubts, dude.
What the heck?
There's still one more issue on my mind. If Ibuki didn't commit suicide, then just what was that video Hajime saw? According to that video you saw, Ibuki was by herself when she climbed the stepladder, right? Then does that mean someone forced her to do it?
Forced? Perhaps they used hypnotism or something?
Kinda.
A little bit, yeah.
I don't know anything about that.
Don't say it all proud.
Putting that aside, it seems obvious that the killer did something. So, maybe we should figure out who was able to do whatever that was.
So, an alibi. Then our plan is to destroy the weakest alibi.
Makes sense.
Since Hajime has seen the video, it is clear what time the crime took place.
But just to be sure, that surveillance camera doesn't have a recording.
Good, you cleared that up.
It's a cheap-ass surveillance camera, you know? There's no way it'd have some kind of sweet recording feature.
Then, the video Hajime saw was actually live?
What time did Hajime see that video?
Now that we can answer.
I saw it at the hospital, right before Monokuma's morning announcement. And I saw the body at the music venue a little after Monokuma's announcement.
So Ibuki hanged herself right before Monokuma's announcement. And since we established that Hiyoko was killed before Ibuki, that means the time that the murders occurred was before and during the announcement.
Then, we just have to find the person who doesn't have an alibi during that time?
Now then, I shall issue my decree. Let Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi commence.
Here we go.
Oh boy. All the accounts.
Might make sense for establishing alibis after all.
We can
Just want to make sure I know what's in them.
Makes sense.
I don't tell Monokuma. She was with me the whole time. Afterwards, she went to the hospital check on everyone, realized Ibuki had disappeared. She apparently met up with Fuyuhiko. Okay. Stopped to search for her. They checked them, but didn't find anyone. Only separated for a short time.
And that has to do with why Hiyoko was in the venue, so... That doesn't matter right now.
include the sick people like me and Akane, right?
And what about the others?
Right before the morning announcement, I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
Which isn't much of an alibi.
Everyone at the motel was doing that.
So everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have an alibi.
What about you guys?
I was where I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
That's not an alibi.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an alibi, then Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has failed.
Alright, so we're gonna... I think we're gonna shove Mikan's account in her face.
Makes the most sense.
We can exclude the sick.
And what about the...
Right before them, I was totally sleeping.
I think everyone...
So everyone who stayed... What about you guys? I was where I was supposed to...
That's not an alibi.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an alibi, then...
No, that's
Yep.
wrong.
Because that establishes our alibi, at least.
Hold on. Not all of us are missing an alibi. In fact, Mikan and I both have alibis.
You two have alibis?
Up until I saw that hanging video, Mikan and I were actually together for a while.
We even woke up together that night.
Mikan!
God damn it.
Hey, what kind of situation is that?
Shut up, Soda.
I accidentally fell asleep on top of Hajime. Too much info.
Thank you, Chiaki.
Yeah, it's not like that. She just came to tell me Nagato's condition had improved.
And we went to the hospital together afterward. So we were together until right before the announcement.
I get it. You guys have alibis.
If that's the case, the killer must be someone else.
Thank you.
It's better if we think about it like that. The killer decided to falsify the murder sequence to hide the actual time of the crime anyway.
So it's inevitable that an alibi for both before and during the morning announcement would be very important.
It feels like Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has backed us into a corner instead.
Goes with a shot.
But committing an imitation murder, is that really all it was? Faking the time the crime occurred by falsifying the murder sequence, hiding their alibi in the process? Was that the only reason the killer made both bodies imitate the movie?
Are you saying there was another reason?
I'd feel really bad for confusing you guys so much, but that's how I feel.
I really don't think you feel that bad.
I think the killer had a completely different reason for falsifying the murder sequence.
Curious. I believe this is where the save point. Yeah, save point time. So, Curiouser and Curiouser. All right, this. Yeah, I figured I'd end part at the actual save screen.
Stop it!
Chance time. All right, who's losing all those
Chance
stars?
Hajime.
What a disappointment!
Well then, that happened. Anywho, on that note, we got one more part of the trial to go, so we'll see you guys next time. This has been the Triforce of Doom.
And Trek Razorfang.
Peace out.